Welcome, my name is Hannah, and today we're going to begin by lying down on the back. Let yourself get comfortable, separating the feet, hip-width distance, palms by your side. With the eyes closed, take a few breaths. Notice your body lying down on the ground. Press down through your heels, rotate the thighs inward while bringing the big toes to touch. Then on your next breath, release the toes back out to the side. Now please let your left leg relax and perform this movement just in the right leg. And can you experience the sensations along the back of the pelvis, the part that is resting on the earth? After a couple rounds, switch sides, isolate the movement in the left leg. Notice if the sides are similar as you move the leg. Return to simultaneously bringing the big toes to touch and letting the toes fall back out. Perhaps on one side the pelvis touches the ground in a different way than on the other. For many, if not all of us, the two sides of the body, they are different. We are not looking to control it, just acknowledge the similarities and the differences. The next time your toes fall out to the side, go ahead and rest. Bend the right knee out towards the right. Drag the right heel along the earth up towards the pelvis. Stay for a few moments here, letting the knee soften down towards the earth. And press down through the lower back. Place your right foot onto the earth as the knee bends 90 degrees up towards the sky. Exhale and let the leg slide forward and down. Again, please bend the knee out to the right. The foot stays on the ground, leg stays relaxed. Inhale, bring the knee up to center. And exhale, straighten the leg down. Continue this movement in a comfortable, steady rhythm at your own pace. And you're doing as little amount of effort as possible. Perhaps you begin to notice as the knee bends out to the side, the pelvis has to tilt to the right. Perhaps the shoulders and the back of the head press down into the earth to bring the sole of the foot onto the ground. Go ahead and relax the right leg down and just notice if the right leg feels a little bit longer than the left leg. Switching sides, please bend your left knee out to the left. Drag the left foot on the ground towards the pelvis. Feel the external rotation in your hip. And then inhale, bring your knee up towards the sky, planting the foot onto the ground. Exhale, slide the leg forward. Same thing you were doing on the other side. And this time, see if you can really let the breath guide the pace of the movement. Notice if you can relax any unnecessary energy that you might be using, just so that the leg and the hips are your main focus. And then go ahead and relax the left leg down and forward. Noticing here if both sides feel a little bit more even. Good. Now, again, bend your right knee out to the side. And then inhale, plant the right sole of the foot onto the earth. Same thing on the other side. Press down through your heels. Curl the pubic bone towards the sternum, thus lengthening the lower back. Noticing the abdominal wall engage. Relax your shoulders and your jaw. Then begin to point the tailbone down into the earth. Arch the back by releasing the abdominals, expand the ribs, and reach up through your chest bone. And exhale, press down through your feet, lower spine to the earth. Just becoming familiar with what it feels like in the ball and socket joint that is your hips. And if it requires any sort of engagement through your shoulders in the back of your head to complete the movement. Keep your heels on the ground. Lift the right arch of the foot. And as you lift the foot, roll slightly to the knife edge of the foot, the outside edge, as your knee opens up to the right, just a few degrees, not a big movement, and then bring the right leg back to center. Again, going out to the right and coming back to center. Do this about 3 rounds. And each time you can notice if the leg wants to go closer towards the earth. Remember, little to no effort. We're just observing the space behind the right glute and the right hip and feeling a sort of tracing of the right glute onto the earth. Next time that your knee comes back to center, go ahead and switch sides. Once again, noticing if one side feels different than the other. Remember, our goal is not to control it, but to simply observe. As your knee falls out to the side, notice, does any pressure need to be applied through the right foot? As the pelvis tilts to the left, is there any subtle movement or sensation in your shoulders, in the back of your head? Slide the right knee out to the side, straighten the leg down and forward, and then the left knee. Rest. Please, once again, bend the right knee out to the side, place the foot to the ground, bend the left knee out to the side, place the foot to the ground. Bend your right elbow 90 degrees. Externally rotate your right shoulder, flip your hand to face up. Palm is now in line with your right ear, same thing with the left arm. Interlace your hands behind your head where your skull and your spine meet. With your head relaxed in the palms, hug the forearms towards the temples, elbows frame the sides of the face. Barely lift your head up off of the ground, and then lower the head back to the earth. Keep going. Bring the elbows towards one another. Lift the head, neck, maybe even the upper back on this round. Lift high so you feel how much work it requires in the abdomen. And then lower back down. So the tendency is to want to lift up really high to get the core work out. However, we're going to do a lot less. So bring the elbows together. Tuck the chin, lift just the head and the neck to get a stretch through the spine, and lower back down. The next time your head comes down, release your hands by your side. Press down through your left foot, lengthen the lower back, hug the right knee into your chest, and interlace your fingertips below the right kneecap. I invite you to stay here. If you need more sensation, straighten your left leg down and forward. Then exhale, lift your head up towards your knee. Hug the left knee into the chest. Interlace the fingers around the left knee and place the right foot onto the earth. Relax your shoulders and jaw. Feel free to slide the right leg forward if you did so on the other side. This posture is very beneficial for alleviating lower back pain. It helps to massage the ascending and descending colon, which aid our bodies with digestion and the elimination of waste. Once again, relaxing any unnecessary energy that you might be using. Slightly curl your pubic bone up towards your sternum, lengthening the lower spine. Pressing down through the lower back, lift the head up towards the left knee. Using the core, hug the right knee in, straighten your left leg down and forward. Hug the left knee in, straighten the right leg forward. Go back and forth, pressing the lower spine into the earth, lengthening the back. If this hurts your neck, release the head down and take a little bit of a break. Synchronizing your breath to the movement, bring your chin into your throat and pin the front body to the back body. Keep the legs moving. To make it challenging, hover the feet away from the ground. Imagine you're pressing out through your heels from your pelvis. Hug both knees into your chest. Release your upper back, neck, and head to the ground. Sway the head from side to side to alleviate any tension that has occurred in the jaw and the neck. Then bring the head back to center. Please place your feet down onto the earth. Walk the heels back a little bit so your knees are on top of your ankle joints. Press down through your heels. Curl the pubic bone to the sternum, flex the abs, relax the shoulders. Inhale, point the tailbone down, arch the lower, middle, and upper back. Press into your shoulders and head. Exhale, press down through the heels, scoop the tailbone, lengthen lower back. Continue to move very, very slow, observing the movement in the pelvis. Perhaps you begin to recognize the rippling effect up the spinal column, similar to an ocean wave. Let the right leg straighten down and forward, left leg follows. Toes point out to the side, palms face up. Tap your chin towards the left shoulder. Come back to center, tap the chin towards the right shoulder. Allow for the ear to come closer to the earth every time without force. Just alleviating any tension or resistance in the neck and the jaw. And the next time your head comes back to center, settle into stillness. Perhaps find one deep breath in and open mouth exhale. Without moving, notice the heels and how they rest on the ground. Our tendency is to change the position of the heels and the legs so that they match. However, we're focusing today on just observing. Does one heel touch the ground a little bit differently than the other? How about the back of your calves? Can you sense the space behind your kneecaps and if it varies between left and right? Notice the glutes. How do they rest on the ground? And bring your awareness to the lower back, the middle back, the upper back, and observe if one side of the spine lifts a little bit more than the other. Do your shoulders sit evenly on the earth? And again, we're just observing, not changing it. Sense the space behind your neck and how far or close it sits to the earth. Notice the back of your skull and the points of contact where your skull and the earth meet one another. Are both sides similar or do they vary? Now begin to observe all the points of contact between you and the earth. Give yourself permission to completely relax and let go of any mind chatter, of any physical discomfort, and anything else that might arise as you rest in stillness. Begin to circle your wrists and your ankles, synchronizing your breath back into your movement. Inhale, reach your arms overhead. Maybe point the toes, get a nice yawn in the jaw. Roll to one side of the body, supported fetal position. Let the weight of your bones, spine, and brain assist you with relaxing and surrendering to the earth. Make your way up to a seated position using little to no effort. Stack all 33 vertebrae on top of one another. Bring one hand to your heart, the other palm onto your stomach. Take a moment to acknowledge yourself for showing up. Feel the sit bones rooted into the earth, visualizing roots of a tree, creating a solid foundation to build upon for your practice. You are safe. You are supported. You are grounded. Hands come together at heart center, symbolizing the merging of the left and the right side of the brain, the happy, the sad, the good, the bad, the sun, the moon, all aspects of duality. We merge them together at the heart center in this lesson of oneness, that we are all connected. The work that we do here for ourselves affects the people around us in a positive way. We say the word Namaste, which is a Vedic Sanskrit word. Nama means to bow, and te means to you. So therefore, Namaste means I bow to you. And in doing so, I honor the sacredness and equality in both of us, in all of existence. Namaste. Please carry this practice with you throughout the day, staying mindful and aware of your body and space. Thank you for practicing yoga with me.